Morning, Bigsy. Breakfast time. Okay. 20 to 12. Gotta get going. The hunt is in Freshford, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'm Noel Rafter, huntsman at the Norkilkenny Hunt. With the Norkilkenny Hunt, I am the huntsman, kennel huntsman. I look after the hounds day in, day out. I look after them on the days we go hunting, make sure they all come home. And this is my 6th season as huntsman here. I'm 33 years of age. I'm relatively young as huntsmen go, I suppose. So the Norkilkennys are governed by a committee. Plus we have 4 masters who oversee everything, the most important things that have to be done. But looking after the hounds, I'm, I suppose, head man, and with me then I have 2 whips, Michael and Thomas O'Neill, who they make sure that if there's hounds left behind, they go back to pick them up, and they keep hounds in check, going through stock and what have you. There's 35 couple here in the kennels, 70 hounds. There's 27 couple of hunting hounds that, are capable of hunting this season, and there's 8 couple then of pups for entering next year. Today we're hunting in Freshford, lovely meet in Freshford, grand picturesque village, but there's a lot of cover, and foxes are fairly safe now where we're going today, because it'll be mostly woodland hunting where we'll be going, and it kind of suits because the ground is so wet. We'll go and we'll have a nice day out, please God.
I'm Helena Hennessy, and I'm a member of the North Kilkenny Foxhounds. I have been hunting since I'm probably early teens, 13, 14 years of age. A break of about 8 years when I was away in college, and came home, got married, and ended up back at the horses, and I've been back hunting about 10 years now. I suppose for me, really, actually, probably is the friendships that I've made. I have such great friends through horses and through hunting. And again, of all ages, male, female, just really good friends. That's a hugely rewarding aspect. For me, I suppose, to go out and cross what sometimes would be difficult country, and for my animal to mind me and mind himself and come home safely, that's a reward.
I'm Kyle Smith Carrigan, and I am one of the young members of the Norkilkenny Hunt. I've been hunting 2.5 years, and I got interested by going around with my dad watching. My favourite hunt meet is Corbestown, because we start in my yard and I get to be up with Noel the huntsman. My pony's name is Strawberry, and she's a grey pony, and she likes to go hunting when she hears the box, and she gets all giddy in the stable.
That's it, open your mouth. Come on, open your mouth. Good boy. Daddy, is this a new martingale?
Yes, we're having a relate there.
Okay, it's much smaller.
I've got a bit excited when I go up on his back going on a fire. What's that?
Oh, what do you do?
He's up on his 2 hind legs.
You're up right now.
Yes, Billy Nolan. Well, we had an Norkilkenny hunt here. We have them here every Stevens's Day, and it's always a great turnout. And for country people start doing quite, something like this is a good spinner, good money spinner, and a good help to keep the country puts open. And we have the Norkilkenny is the hunts from here, and I find them they're always a good old crowd and they're a great old crack. We give a hot punch before to come in, and it's there for them, anyone wants it, and then when they're come back, we provide a hot soup, but we get a good spin off from it. In this world, you have to give and take. I take their money and I give them something. Yeah.
My name is Richard Delaney. I'm a poet and a vivid member of the Norkilkenny Hunt Club from Ballyragget, County Kilkenny. Started hunting when I was 13, and up to 2014 I used to have great crack. Then I was struck with a car and put me out of action. I farm today, sheep, and the hunter welcome in my land. If they leave a mark or leave a fence, they come back and fix it. The land will swallow up and you won't see any tracks. After a few days, you'll never see a track.
My name is Joe Rafter, and I'm a foot follower of the Kilkenny and Norkilkenny hunts. Well, our family has always hunted, not on horses now, but we've always supported the Kilkenny hunt over the years. My father and my grandfather always kept 2 covers for the Kilkenny hunt. One of my earliest memories actually is of being out with my father. I suppose I was 4 or 5, and I can still remember the hounds coming up the road.
There's a lot.
a marvellous sight that time, because there was probably 80 to 100 riders, and you'd have a lot of people in red, and it was back in the 60s now, but those were the big meet times, especially in Kilkenny. I get the same amount of magic out of it from hunting on foot, because, well, the foot followers, just like the people that are mounted, are a particular breed, and they're enthusiasts. In fact, they're probably more than enthusiasts.
Come on, into your box there, come on. Back you go. Stop it. We're going.
Every hound in the kennels has a name, and they all follow their mother. If their mother was called Scarlet, we'd have to use the first two letters SC in the naming of the pups out of her. So if it's like so Scrooge and Scramble and
Wait, Scrooge, wait. Come on, right back, lads, right back. Ammo, right back. Wait, Blossom. Come on, good girl. Right back now, right back when you're told. Wait now.
they're born here, the bitch whelps here in the kennels, and when they get to 12 weeks of age, then we send them out to farms, and they're out there for and up to 3 or 4 months. And when they come back here, then put them back in. We enter them in with the older hounds, and they know me, but it's down to me to discipline them as much as anything else. They're a ruly bunch when they come back, but it's about putting a bit of order on them, and they have to have manners too, you know. So, but they're very biddable. Foxhounds have a lovely temperament. When we meet, we unbox the hounds in the village, and usually we head on for our first draw, which is a small bit of cover, a bit of gorse, or a woodland somewhere, and we put in the hounds, and usually there's a fox, might be a number of foxes in it, and the hounds will follow him until he leaves cover, and that's when the chase, as you call it, begins, I suppose, but sometimes it doesn't last very long. A fox might only go 2 or 3 fields and might run into a field of slurry or something. The hounds can't find the scent anymore, or fox might go to ground, and that's the end of that then too, so.
Ger, how are we going? John, Michael, Pat, Trish, how are we going on? Well, lads, how are you doing? Won't be long now, P. You'll have to get a pony for that, lad.
Foxes are vermin. They have to be controlled, and depending on where you're hunting, if it's an area that's heavily stocked with sheep, or that there's no sheep farmer doesn't think the fox is a cuddly furry animal out in the fields, but if fox goes to ground and there's sheep farmers or poultry farmers that want the fox disposed of, we have to look after that, because we have to play a role in the country too, and it's about having an acceptable number of foxes.
I'm farming part-time and have sheep, and they take the lambs on a regular basis, so hunting drives them out of the country, drives them out of the area, and they cull a few here and there, but 9 times out of 10 the fox escapes. But I went down one night down the field. I had a ewe lambing, and I went off to mass. When I came back, the ewe was up and down running, and ran down to see, and here was a fox darting her up and down he was running, and the ewe and the lamb dropped. She was trying to mind the lamb that was running with her, and the fox was tiring out the ewe to get the lamb to get his supper. So he dared me. He sat in the ditch and he dared me, and he said, "You bloody devil, you're taking me supper." But anyway, I got in the ewe and the 2 lambs, thank God.
Nothing. No. Up there. Come that way, Mike. Is it the same fox?
fox went up there, yeah?
Yeah. He broke left and the hounds followed on. You can hear them after circling around and he's gone down the valley there.
So he's given a bit of a chase.
Yeah.
Fox hunting is not cruel. It may look cruel because you have 15 or 16 couple of hounds, which is 32, 33 hounds, and mounted riders. So the odds are stacked against them where you have all that against one fox. But you must remember though that a local fox knows his country like you know a city. He knows every hole and every gap and where he has to go. He'll run through sheep, he knows where he can get away, he knows where there's wire. He just knows his country so well that a fox has the advantage every time against a pack of hounds. Those 30 hounds will be led a merry dance by a fox.
90% of foxes will get clean away. Absolutely clean away. There's a good healthy fox will outrun hounds most days. Like, you know, it is very rarely that we'd catch a fox. And like, it's the amount of foxes, we were going hunting today, we'll probably meet 8 or 10 foxes, like, and the likelihood of us catching one of them, you know, it's not very likely. Like, it's like anything, I suppose. The younger, healthier ones, they're quicker, they're sharper, they're faster, you know, and they get clean away. And sure, it's usually the older foxes that do the most harm too, like, you know, because they're more scavenger, like, they're around farmyards and, you know, they're looking for the easy option, where a younger, hardier fox will go and he'll catch young pheasants and rabbits and what have you, whereas older foxes are cuter and they'll hang around and do harm.
The field, the mounted field, the riders and their horses are never up to see a fox being killed because they have no place up there. The only people that really see a fox being killed is the pack's huntsman and maybe the whippers in, because they are the people that are up there with the hounds. Everybody else could be 3 fields away, and they're being held there because by a field master, by a person that's appointed every day to ensure that the field, the mounted riders, do not get in the way of the huntsman and what he has to do for the day. So this is a pure myth that people on horseback that go hunting are out to see foxes being killed.
What's down here, Daddy?
Very big day.
I'm going to wait till they break it down a bit.
We won't break that ditch down because it's so dry.
This is huge, like, there's a few people actually turning back.
It might be safer to go back around the wood then.
Yeah. Gee, is there a way around, like?
There is, yeah. If you follow me. No, go on.
You want to go with it?
Go on. Okay. Take her time.
Whoa, there. He gave you a good book at the beginning.
Didn't he? It's hard to believe.
Fair play for staying on him, though. Fair play for staying on him.
Well, we don't do drink after that.
The hunt is vital in rural areas. Not alone is it for fox control, but it's the economy also. Everything trickles down. It's an industry, really, a little industry. So far we have the person that sold me the horse, the person that sold me the jeep, the person that sold me the horse box, the farrier, the outfitter. Now I need feed. No, I'm not finished yet. So we have to go. So the next thing is we need, the horse needs to be fed. So the local mill. I need hay, and if I don't have a farm and I don't grow hay, I have to buy hay. So that's a farmer involved. So you see the little circle building up?
I do.
Circle builds up, and suddenly you have a little industry. You multiply that by whatever hunts are in the country, whether foxhounds or harrier packs. So you can see it all adds up. It's worth a lot of money to the local economy. And it's local. Okay, so you meet at crossroads and there's a pub. So the publican gets a few bob.
Oh God, pub owners do be delighted to see us. Yeah, it's a great little boost for them, you know, once or twice in the year. And certainly beforehand there'll be a few in the pub, and probably a few that have drivers will be in afterwards, you know.
Twice a year we have the hunt here, so it's been on. So, and as I said, then they have other meetings and they go to other pubs, and you know, and people in Kilkenny and County Kilkenny get a good spin on, you know.
That last train was massive.
He jumped in that.
Yeah, he jumped pretty big, alright. More hounds coming up on your left. Come around.
What way are they turning now? Not late, is it?
They're turning left. Well, the thing is though, it's a bit of a hack to over to ours though, that's the only problem. I don't know what land they've opened up in between.
There's nothing open between.
Oh, we absolutely love to see kids out hunting. They're the future of hunting, and most of them are farmers' sons or daughters too, so it's important to have them involved.
Yeah, I love to see juniors and children starting out hunting. Because oftentimes they'll be out with their parents or their brothers and sisters. Have to keep them safe, but you know, it gives them that confidence, that ability. They don't know what's ahead of them. You know, they're minding themselves and they're looking after their pony, and it shows them great respect and care for their animal, I suppose. You know, my daughter Avi, now is 10, has just started hunting with me this season and loves it. I suppose loves coming with me and loves her little pony, and I suppose her thrill when she gets over things that she sees her mum haven't gotten over, and oftentimes she might even do it better on the small pony. I've one child involved, another little small girl I'm hoping to encourage. If we keep going, we'll have to get my husband to buy a lorry. There won't be room for us all to go everywhere. It's lovely. I mean, my husband Ronan is involved here, I suppose, from a point of view of helping that morning, getting us ready. He'd have dinner done when we come back and fired it, and it's a family affair. The horses do, it's an all-round family effort.
The most fun part of the day for me is when we go jumping dikes and jumps and ditches, and being in the countryside instead of being inside playing PlayStation all day.
Dad, remember that time you broke your leg?
Do you remember it? Yeah.
What happened to you that day?
I kicked from a horse.
How did it happen though?
The horse kicked back at me and I was hunting. I was just passing out.
Yeah.
And the horse struck me in the leg there.
How'd you get down off him?
I didn't get down for about 2 hours after. I wasn't able to get down. I took the weight. I took my foot with the stirrup, the leg just to pull away. Okay, to get 2 lads lift me down off the saddle.
Sure, it's suppose fall, the most interesting thing happened, and once everyone can get back up and walk away, this year they've started the Tumblers Club. We've never had it before.
We started a Tumbler Club this year. We're probably going to give the money to charity, so it's €5 per fall. So that's created a bit of fun. With a few people secretly falling and not owning up, and we have people telling tales on other people. So it's caused a bit of fun, you know.
Yeah, I seen one funny fall when I was in Tullaroan. Ger Clifford was going up and to a ditch, and when he was just about to go, the horse stopped and he done 2 front flips and he landed on his feet.
We like to encourage that people are turned out correctly. It shows, I suppose, respect to even farmers whose ground we're travelling across. Not everybody carries a hip flask, I suppose. I do. I make my own sloe gin here. The children will come out when we pick the sloes during the summer, so I make my own homebrew per se for it. For the hip flask. So it can be handy on a cold day just as a sip, keep you warm, and again down to a social thing. You know, you're there, it's all a bit of fun once you don't drink too much of it, I suppose.
And the social side is probably more important to some people than the actual hunting. Some people enjoy getting dressed up and having a drink, and we hunt Sundays and Wednesdays, and God, it's as popular now as we were out last Wednesday. Now there was 25 out, and you know, it's not. Everyone is ordinary people who are out there, farmers, they're plumbers, mechanics, carpenters, what have you, you know. And people probably think when they see us out, them lads have nothing better to be doing on a horse in the middle of the week. But these people have given up their holidays, I suppose, to be out of a Wednesday. You know, that's the way that they enjoy the sport so much that they'd forgo their holidays to be in the hunting field. That's the way it is here.
That's it though. Today is the second last day of the season.
Last day, yeah, exactly.
It was a good day, good weather, beautiful scenery, and good crack.
Here's to a good day's hunting.
Yep. Cheers, Dad.
Cheers.
Hunting's best. Tall, noble, ready for off. Horse and man waiting to go. Hounds away this lovely winter's morn. Away, away, shouts the scout. Tally-ho, gone away. In full flight, jump after jump, hounds on strong. That lovely sound of music brings a shiver down my spine. Horses and hounds bursting through ditches. Faces scratched, rider falls, shouts were heard. Get up, get up! Up he mounts shaking over the hill and left for the valley. Hounds hunting strong. The fox escapes and gets away and lives to fight another day. Huntsman blows long note for home. In dark and light we end our day, hunting at its best.